Okay, so you're planning your Clearwater Beach vacation and already know all the tips and tricks about getting to the beach early to grab the best spots and remembering to reapply sunscreen every couple of hours. But what about those sneaky tourist traps that suck up your precious time in paradise and are so good at getting you to spend money on things you just don't need to? Every vacation destination has them, and we're here to help you avoid them on your next trip to Clearwater Beach. Hey everyone, my name is Mandy, and today we're sharing 10 things you should not do to help make your trip to Clearwater Beach more organized, more fun, and more affordable. Mistake number 1, booking your excursions later in your stay. Just about everything to do here in Clearwater Beach takes place outdoors. There's dolphin tours, fishing charters, parasailing, the list goes on. If you plan on taking any of the boat tours or have some other must-do items on your list, we recommend scheduling them in the first couple of days of your stay. That way, in case of weather issues or other unexpected delays, you'll have time to reschedule and still fit them into your trip. Little Toot Dolphin Tours, for example, offers a dolphin sighting guarantee where on the rare chance that you don't get to see dolphins on your first outing, you can take a second trip absolutely free. We've been on these tours many times and have experienced not seeing dolphins, and although it's rare, it does happen, and scheduling these tours later in your stay could prevent you from taking advantage of the complimentary second trip should you need to. Another note on booking these boat trips, we recommend reserving them several days in advance, especially during peak times because they book up fast. Sunset tours are usually the first to go, so if you're hoping to snag one of those, you'll need to book even earlier. Mistake number 2, canceling your trip because of the weather. We know how it is. There's nothing worse than seeing days of rain in the forecast during your upcoming vacation, but don't panic. Our rainy season lasts from June to September, and it's not uncommon to see weather forecasts like this one most weeks during the summer. Even though Clearwater Beach averages 361 days of sunshine a year, we do get an afternoon shower between 2 and 4 p.m. almost daily. The rain and thunderstorms come and go quickly, as do many rookie beachgoers, leaving plenty of sunshine and a much less crowded beach to enjoy. Another thing to consider if you plan on traveling here during this time of year is that it is hurricane season. Hurricane season starts in June and runs through November and can be one of the most affordable, but also most nerve-wracking times to travel here. If you're thinking of visiting Clearwater Beach during hurricane season, hit the subscribe button now because we'll be telling you exactly what to expect and what you should do if you find yourself on a Florida vacation as a hurricane is approaching. Mistake number 3, buying your supplies on the island. It's probably inevitable that you're going to need to grab something you forgot, sunblock, snacks, or something else you didn't think of. We all do it. But if possible, try to stock up on everything you may need during your vacation before making it to the beach. As soon as you cross the bridge onto the island, you're going to be paying a premium for just about everything. Things like sunblock, beach gear, and beer will all be a couple of dollars more once you're on the beach. Lucky for you, there's a Target right on Gulf to Bay, which is likely the road you're going to be traveling in on. A bit further down Gulf to Bay, you'll run into Missouri Avenue, where there's a Walmart as well as an ABC store, which is where you'll find the lowest prices on alcohol in the area. If you must do your shopping on the island, Publix on Island Way is your best bet for groceries, and you can likely find anything else you need at Walgreens. Just expect to pay a few dollars more. If you're here without a car and you're wondering how you're going to get to all of these stores, check out our video on getting around Clearwater Beach without a car, where all the methods of transportation we suggest will get you to some or all of the stores we just mentioned. Mistake number 4, talking to the timeshare people. If you're genuinely interested in purchasing a timeshare, by all means go for it. But if you're not planning on purchasing and are just looking to score some freebies, try to avoid being lured in by their offers. The free 2-night stay or whatever else they're offering typically comes with a lot of fine print that makes the offer much less appealing than at first glance. Plus, they will promise you that their presentation only takes an hour, but we have done them a few times and it's always been at least 4 hours. One time we were there for 6. And we're not here to bash the timeshare industry, but we do want you to know what you're getting yourselves into with these presentations, especially if you're only here for a limited time. If you don't want to spend hours of your precious vacation time stuck indoors listening to a hardcore sales pitch, you'll definitely want to skip this one. Mistake number 5, missing the sunset. The sunsets here are truly stunning and are not to be missed. Best of all, this amazing show happens nightly and is completely free. We've lived on Clearwater Beach for over 6 years now, and we still plan our evenings around the sunset, as many locals do. Rooftop bars like Jimmy's Crow's Nest pass out free sunset shots and even do a sunset countdown nightly, New Year's Eve style. Pier 60 hosts a sunset celebration 7 nights a week that features local artisans and craft vendors, as well as buskers and, of course, the star of the show, Mother Nature herself. Mistake number 6, calling it the ocean. We're guessing we may catch some flack for this one, but we had to include it in this list because it is that important. You may be surprised to know that the body of water surrounding Clearwater Beach is considered the Gulf of Mexico, which is technically part of the Atlantic Ocean, although no one here seems to care. It's the Gulf of Mexico, and referring to it as anything other than that is unacceptable. While calling it the ocean is a commonly mistaken label, it's one that locals feel pretty passionately about. But why? Well, with roads like Gulf to Bay, Gulf Boulevard, Gulf View, and Gulf Street, calling it the ocean just doesn't feel right. Keep this in mind the next time you reserve a hotel room, and instead of asking for an ocean view room, ask for a Gulf view room. It's not the end of the world if you've been calling it the ocean, but we just wanted to mention it because we're looking out for you and we don't want you to sound like a rookie, at least not on our watch. Mistake number 7, overpacking. I think we're all guilty of this one at one point or another. I know I am. Clearwater Beach, like many beach towns, is extremely laid back. Now, obviously, what you pack is going to be determined by what time of year you're visiting and even where you're visiting from. We see northerners out in shorts and flip-flops in the middle of December when we're bundled up in our hoodies. 65 degrees to a Michigander is not the same as 65 degrees to a Floridian. But one thing remains the same no matter where you're from and what time of year you visit, and that's that nothing in Clearwater Beach is particularly dressy. Unless you're attending a wedding or other formal event, there's no need for fancy dresses or high heels. Even in some of the more upscale hotels and restaurants, a sundress and sandals or shorts and loafers are perfectly acceptable and expected. Mistake number 8, not paying attention to beach flags. Beach flags fly above the lifeguard stands on Clearwater Beach and are used by officials to communicate the current conditions of the water and any potential hazards that may be present. Green flags indicate that the water is calm and safe for swimming. Other colored flags are flown to warn beachgoers of changing conditions such as strong currents or dangerous marine life. According to data from the United States Life-Saving Association, there were a total of 98 reported drownings in Florida in 2020, with Pinellas County, where Clearwater Beach is located, having had the highest number of beachgoer accidents in the entire state. If you see red flags flying, do not enter the water under any circumstances, as the conditions are considered to be extremely hazardous. Yellow flags indicate moderate surf and currents, and purple flags signal that there is a dangerous marine animal such as a shark or jellyfish present in the water. By taking the time to understand these flags, you can ensure a safe and enjoyable experience for everyone. Mistake number 9, not checking online discount sites. If you're like most people, especially in this economy, every dollar counts. Websites like Groupon, Travelzoo, and Living Social offer some amazing discounts on everything from hotel accommodations and restaurants to boat excursions and even spa treatments, and are a great way to stretch your vacation budget. At the time of filming this video, Travelzoo is offering a dolphin watching tour that is discounted from a normal retail price of $68 per person down to only $40 per person. That's a savings of around 40% that you'll miss if you don't take the time to check out these websites during your planning and take advantage of the deals that they offer. Mistake number 10, not budgeting for transportation costs. Now you may be thinking, but I have my own car, why do I need to budget for transportation? Well, not so fast. If you plan on navigating the beach by car, be sure to allocate funds for parking. Parking on the beach can get as high as $60 a day, and some hotels charge upwards of $40 a day for parking, and that's in addition to what you've already paid for your room and your resort fees. Just make sure to inquire about hotel parking fees when you book, and also remember to budget for other parking while visiting the beach. If you're flying in and will be visiting the beach without a car, you can expect to pay anywhere between $40 and $70 one way for airport runs from both Tampa International and St. Pete Clearwater airports. Once on the island, getting around is pretty affordable between the Jolly Trolley, the Clearwater Ferry, ride shares, and others, but it's still something you'll need to budget for in your planning. We've created videos to help you no matter how you plan on getting around on your vacation. Click either of the videos on the screen now to learn everything you need to know about budgeting for transportation in Clearwater Beach. We hope this video has helped made your trip planning a little bit easier. If you'd like to see more tips and tricks on how to make your Clearwater Beach vacation an unforgettable one, hit that subscribe button now and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see us cover next.